More chocolate. Apologies to people that have to eat the breath mints, not go back with chocolate. But very well. And the other point about reflective, as my good friend Karen helped me figure this out, there's these soft fruit drops that it makes you sort of have this nostalgic feeling. You're not eating these because, again, you know, they're good, but that's not the point. It makes you think about, oh, my grandmother's house always had these when I was growing up, or you know, you had this feeling of yesteryear. You know, like you know, you watch shows, reruns on TV, not because they were good shows, because you know it makes you associate time that you were growing up or a particular period in your life, or you're using a product. That's why retro products are popular. You know, look at redubbed bugs. You know, it makes you think about, oh, you know, I remember when it was cold and I was doing drugs or something. You know. Anyway, so
that's the last session.
Sorry.
That's the last session today.
So then we're gonna. Oh shit! This is on tape.
No confessions.
Can I edit the video later?
If you make a donation to the food bank.
Okay. So that makes me also think about so product and services and behaviors. Like selling yourself has different levels, right? That's excellent. So you get the three levels: the visual, the behavioral, and the reflective for product and services. But have you also thought about people are like that a little bit too? If you look at people, even the way they dress, for example, it sort of projects, you know, what kind of emotional level they are projecting, or the quality they have with that. For example, at like a visual level, people that would have, you know, clothing, they you know, you look at it like, oh, that's cute. You know, they had nice colors, or they had really, you know, it completely appealed to the very basic, you know, instant response level. So people wear bright color, for example, with cute buttons and little, you know, things like that. It might be that, like Karen's belt. Oh, it's a nice blue color. I you know, that. Would you model for us? Yes. You notice it not because it holds her jeans together. It's because, you know, it's not the functional level. You look at, you're like, oh, I like the design. It's a nice color. It's unusual. You know, it appeals to that sense of you, right? And then people that say, today's a perfect example. Do I care how I look? No, because I want to keep warm. So at a functional level, you know, people that wear Ugg boots, or, well, that's not a good example because it has a brand connotation to it because it's expensive. Sorry?
Surrounds.
Surrounds.
Surrounds are the
moon boots.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, then the one in Army and Navy, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like you wear a big fleece jacket not because it projects prestige, because, you know, it's a survival thing, it's a behavioral. It serves a purpose because you all sit up, you're warm, you don't feel the cold. And then there's also reflective level. You know, when you there are people that would always have like a designer brand hanging off the bag or jeans or something, right? I mean, who cares if it's, say, Polo, you know? But obviously it means something. It doesn't serve a purpose. It doesn't look particularly nice to me anyway. I mean, like, but it has certain prestige, or take Astro Boy here, for example. I mean, sorry for picking on you again. You're never going to sit in this session. Maybe that comic, you know, bring back, you know, good memories. Like, I don't know, why are you wearing that? Why did you buy it?
Actually, it was a gift.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess because it's got some some childhood memories and some cool factors and retro value.
Yeah. So that's, so are you trying to project that you're this nostalgic, cool person that you're?
More than I'm nerdy enough to wear an Astro.
Actually, I never even thought about Astro while being nerdy. But then again, I did computer science. But anyway, so that's my point. I mean, it's all around you. I mean, even when you're going for an interview for jobs, or when you're trying to sell something to other people, and we always, to be honest, trying to sell something or the other, you have to know, what level are you pitching at. There are people that would look at you purely from just how you look, from a visual level. And there are people that will look at you from what, is he going to be a good worker? Is he going to, would he able to do these jobs, and would he get along with people at the functional level? And then there are people that would look at you from a reflective level, would he make me look good, for example, like if a potential boss is interviewing, at a reflective level, is that worker going to help me do my job? Is that somebody that would it reminded me of my uncle Bob or something, right? So there's that level of interaction with other people as well, not just for product and services. It's also in a personal level. So basically, that's my talk to you. I like to hear if you have any experiences. How are the chocolates going, by the way? Candies.
Still waiting up here.
You're just hogging. Question?
Your speech is supposed to be about computer interfaces. So
no, it's not about computer. Well, that was the.
It's about chocolate.
Yeah.
But in terms of computer interfaces, do you think that it is feasible for software to, for example, hit on all three of those major sort of issues?
Yeah. Yes, and sorry about not being computer focused, because I thought it would appeal to. I don't want to be so geeky that people just completely didn't relate to this, but as it turned out, yes, I think so. But it also sometimes you don't need to appeal to all three, right? It depending on what that software it's what are you trying to do? You have to understand, what needs are you serving? Yeah, I mean, I use a piece of software like PowerPoint is no joy to use because it just looks ugly. It's at that visual level. It's not even. No, sorry, visual. Yeah, visual level. It's not even. It's not even something that I want to touch it. While if you look at like Apple's operating system, it has that invitation that you want to interact with it, as opposed to I guess Windows XP. You don't want to even. You use it purely just because you wanted to. You need to get something done. So, but a software or say an operating system, it should appeal to that. I like the look of it. It looks cool. I want to touch it. I want to interact with it. And yet, it actually when you're actually interacting with the software, it works. It's easy. It's easy to use. It gets to where you want to go quickly. The navigations are clear. The labels are clear. And when you click, save, it doesn't crash. So the functional level, it works. And then when you're reflecting back on it, and sometimes you don't want everything to have that level, right? You just want to maybe have a behavioral and a visual, and that's it. Maybe, but sometimes you might want it to add that layer to it to say, looking back at using that software, how does that support my job? How does it support my life? How does it make me feel, using it? Question?
Isn't Apple's iPhone kind of doing that on all three levels?
Mm-hmm.
It's wow, it's appeal, it's a status symbol because there's only, you have to pay so much to get it. And they're trying to make it as behaviorally functional as possible.
Yes.
I'm a Luddite, I don't have one. I don't want to get one because I'll just spend all the time on it. I want something that functions, just a plain old cell phone.
It does, and by the way, I wanted to say these three levels also very culturally dependent as well. it varies, like how you define functionalities. It's very contextual and very culturally sensitive. Good example about an Apple iPhone. I recently got back from India for work with the university there. I noticed here iPhone, it's getting quite common, yeah? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Ish. But in India, it's definitely that is simple. Only like the vice chancellor of the university would have it, and they certainly are not shy about showing it off. I mean, it takes it up to that level. So yeah, I think Apple iPhone is a perfect example. I should wrap this up so you guys can get to the next session. Any other comment, questions, suggestions? Chocolate ideas? Are you happy with the chocolate choices?
Yes.
I will bring more Godiva's next time. Okay, well, thank you. You guys have been great.